everyone, this is HJ Halloween, and today I am back with the third edition to the Spirit Halloween 2018 Prop Idea Series. I hope that you all have had a great spring break. I don't know how long your guys' spring breaks are, but I know for most of us it's probably coming to a close, and some of you it might have already been over. So I hope that everyone had a good time, but at least it's still the weekend anyways. But before we get started, I gotta remind you guys, leave your ideas in the comment section below if you want me to draw them and add them in a bonus video in which I will pick my favorite 5 out of all the comments. You can comment your idea on any video you would like. And also, don't forget to follow me on my Instagram, which will be linked in the description if you want to get sneak peeks of content and just some fun stuff over there. So today's episode, as you can see, is on Bucky the Blind Clown. This is an idea that just kind of popped in my head like while I was taking a shower or something. Sometimes I have the best ideas when I'm taking the shower. I don't know about you guys, but it's just like it's a thought time. It's a thinking time. But I just had the idea of a blind clown. And when I really kind of drew it out on paper, and it just kind of came out as it came to me. And it turned out really well. I was excited to show you guys this one. I think it's probably my favorite so far. I like the jaw dropper too, but basically this is a clown that has its eyes gouged out. As you can see, I drew this really nice close-up photo on the right there. He would have a tall cone clown hat with a pom-pom on the top and the little puffy part at the bottom. Kind of like, a little different then, but kind of like the hat that the Roman clown has, and I think some other clowns at Spirit Halloween have had before. And his color scheme in general would be green, pink, and orange, all of which would be very light colors, not very dark. And the green itself would be sort of a limeish highlighter green. So the hat, I think, could have pink stripes around it, and the puffy parts could be green, or it could also be orange stripes and pink puffy parts. Really, now that I think about it, it could kind of be a mixture of all those different colors, but it would definitely have white stripes as well on the hat, and then another color, and then another color for the puffy part. His hair there, he would have hair that sticks out on the sides, almost as if that hat is kind of like on top of it, but not really, more like he just has puffy hair on each side of the hat. And the hair would likely be orange. It could also be pink. But I think the hair would be orange, and he would have overalls and a shirt on. The overalls, as you can see, would have polka dots all over of different sizes. The background color for those overalls would be white, but the polka dots themselves would be a mixture of the pink, the orange, and the lime green. And the shirt that he has on underneath of it would have really small pink stripes on top of white, or it could also be alternating pink, white, and green stripes. It depends on how you interpret it. It could be that there's a base color and then each of those lines is a tiny little stripe, or it could be that they are together making alternating stripes. It depends. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but it could be alternating all 3 different colors. It could be 2 different colors, stripes alternating. It could be white and another one of the colors, or it could be white and then a bunch of small little pink stripes. So a lot of different variations of pink, green, and orange could go into this prop, but those are definitely the colors that would make it up entirely. So again, the color scheme is definitely kind of up in the air, but I probably should have decided on what I wanted it to be before I made this video, but as I was talking, I was basically running through all the ideas in my head. I think that all of those could work though, so I like to lay it all out there for you guys so you know that there is some open ends with all of these props that I show you, because they're just ideas and they could be added on to or changed and varied in any way. But on top of those overalls, there would be a big blood splatter, almost like he just smashed someone's head into his stomach or something. It looks like there was just something that splattered right onto his overalls. It would be a really dark blood, and his eyes would be gouged out, and as you can see in that close-up photo, they would have a lot of details and crevices, and they would be even more like bumpy than I depicted in that photo. It would be really bumpy and just looks like you just ripped the eyes out of that person's face. And underneath of it, it would have this dripping blood, which I really like how that looks on the face there. The face itself would be white, like a clown's face paint, and those lips would probably be a pink clown lipstick or a red clown lipstick. Around his eyes, there would be some shading added in, well, it would be painted on, but it would just make it look a little bit darker around the eyes to make him look like they're sort of deep into his head and like bruised up a little bit. And the teeth inside of the mouth would be very, very old and just kind of like worn down and disgusting. They would have at the roots there, it would be really dark and yellow. The teeth themselves would be very yellow, brown up at the roots. And he would have those two buck teeth in the front, sort of to fit into the name of Bucky, but I also like the alliteration with Bucky the Blind Clown. So that would basically be it for all of the details on him. For the animation, he really would not do that much. His head could tilt side to side. That's one thing that I thought about. But his hand would wave back and forth at the joint of the elbow, so it would just need one little mechanism in there to make this happen. We haven't seen a waving prop. I thought that would be kind of a new thing that they could do, and it would be really creepy, especially if you added the tilting head as well. Very slowly it could tilt its head side to side, and it would laugh really creepily. But that hand, when I drew it there moving, it looks like it's going really, really fast, but I originally envisioned it as moving very slow back and forth. Its head could move very slow and its hand could move very slow, but the hand could also move faster. You wouldn't want it to move too fast because it could knock it off balance, but it's really whatever you think it should do. So the speed of the wave is kind of up in the air, but I did initially think of it as going slower, and I think I would like that better. If the head turned slowly and the arm waved slowly, I think it would be more creepy, and it could give this really ominous laugh and have like a laughter of like children in the background as well. But it would also be creepy if it was going super fast. Also, it could look like it was like a jittery clown, and the laugh could be maybe higher pitched or faster paced. But the head would probably always move slow no matter how fast the hand waved. And one thing I forgot to mention, he would have gloves on instead of having his actual hands exposed. I felt like it just looked better with him than having a hand, and it also would save a little bit of money because the company wouldn't have to actually make hands and put them on there with plastic. It would probably just be foam with the glove over top of it, so that would be nice just to save a little bit and take a little bit off of the price. But the gloves would definitely be white, and they would have blood on them as if he was doing something bloody with his hands. He could also have red LEDs or maybe even yellow, well no, probably red LEDs in his eyes there where they're gouged out. That was just a thought. It doesn't necessarily have to be like that, but if he didn't, then there wouldn't really be any other light on him. And I generally don't like when props have no light because it's basically forcing you to buy a strobe light to put on them. He would definitely, all props look better with strobe lights. I'm sure this one would look good with like a black light on it. But in general, his price would be pretty low. It would probably only be like $150, $170 at most, because it would just have that hand waving, so not very much animation, and it wouldn't have that many parts. And for the audio, which I forgot, it would have those laughs. Like I said before, of course, it's a clown. It's going to have some really creepy laughter at some point. But I also think that it could have multiple phrases. It could have like up to 4 phrases. One of them could say something like, "Hi, I'm Bucky," and it could just have this really creepy laughter that it does. If one of the phrases could just be laughter altogether. But I do think that this is one that could have multiple phrases. Let me know what you guys think some of those could be in the comments. I would like to see that. So that's pretty much it for Bucky. I really like the idea. Please let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Also, this will be kind of fun. Let me know which one is your favorite so far out of the 3 episodes we have had. I would just like to see that to get an idea. And also, again, make sure you go ahead and follow me on my Instagram. Don't forget to leave your own idea in the comment section below. Stay tuned for episodes every Saturday. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.